Yesterday I saw live crap in the flesh. In other words, I saw Man United's stinky performance versus Spurs yesterday. In fact, I was at the stadium myself. Stadium was amazing. It's really well built. You know, the atmosphere was amazing. It was the first home game for Spurs for the season, so the fans were, on it. They were electric, and I was really in the zone. I thought we would do well. I thought we would improve from our performance last week against Wolves, but that was not the case. It was a really, really poor performance. It was a really poor display from Ten Hag and the players as well. If you ask me, I thought the first half was actually alright. I thought it was much better than our performance against Wolves. We created a few chances. I felt like we kept the ball better than Spurs did. But at the same time, we got really lucky because Spurs kept hitting the woodwork. And then came the second half, which was an absolute shitfest. I mean, that was something else. I mean, we barely had the ball. When we had the ball, we kept losing it. And when we lost the ball, we kept dropping our shoulders. We kept sulking. It was a really just horrible display, and I've got to say there is something beautiful about watching your team play badly in person. It's one thing to watch it on TV, but when you're watching it in person, I think it just strikes you even more how bad the team is. I think there's a lot of changes that need to be made. We cannot start the same lineup next week for the next game week. Antony needs to be benched. I don't know what he's bringing to the team. I swear to God, he's just getting the ball, a few step overs here and there, a few dummies, but just pass the ball, pass and move. You're not going to get anywhere by trying to beat a man all the time. You can beat the man by passing and then running to a new empty space, a new position. And it's just a matter of playing simple football, which many of our players just struggle to do. Rashford needs to be playing on the wing. He cannot be a number 9. He cannot link up with his wingers. He cannot link up with Bruno as a number 9. He doesn't get the ball enough, and then when he gets the ball in the centre forward position, he's not effective with it. He doesn't carry it properly. He doesn't pass it properly. I thought our best attackers were Garnacho and Sancho. Garnacho was at the centre of all our attacks in the first half. Sancho came in and he just moved the ball better as a substitute. Pellistri, he didn't get on the ball too much. I think he was fouled though at the end of the game. We should have had a penalty, even for the handball, but we still didn't deserve any points. I thought Bruno Fernandes, I love him, he's our captain, but that was a horrible display. Besides that one Rabona cross.
Oi!
He did nothing. He lost the ball so many times, passes weren't getting pulled off. I don't know what he was doing. He lost the ball, it was drop of shoulders. It was just like a 4 on 10 performance from Bruno. And I would say a 3 on 10 for Antony as well. I thought some of our best players were Varane. I thought Varane was really good at the back. He also got into some good attacking positions. I think Onana brought a lot of confidence to the back line. And as much as I love De Gea, I think Onana really elevates our defense. He brings a lot of solidity, a lot of confidence, both off the ball and on the ball. I think Martinez was good, but I think he had to wake up for that second goal. I don't know what happened over there. conceded really reflect how bad we played, because I think we lost the game in the midfield and on the transition as well. And I think other players like Casemiro, Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, they weren't bad, but they weren't good. They weren't really able to show their qualities, and I think that was just a result of how bad the tactics were, how bad the lineup was, and how bad players like Rashford and Bruno and Antony were playing. So if you ask me for next week, we have to start Martial, we've got to start Sancho, you've got to bench players like Antony. Mason Mount, I think Eriksen did better when he came on, but I think Mason Mount was still much better than, I think Mason Mount did much better than he did against Wolves. And I think if we give him time, if we give him some time to settle in and just kind of find his stride, then he will become the player that Erik ten Hag wants. Besides that, it was a really, really poor performance. Ten Hag needs to, take a lot of responsibility for starting the same team, and I think he should have made the substitutions much earlier. And I think we lost the game on the transition. We couldn't bring the ball from the midfield to the attack. There was no link between the midfield and the attack. Spurs, on the other hand, when they got the ball, they were really effective, especially in the second half. It was really nerve-wracking. Even though Son wasn't in the game, he still, I think when he got the ball in the box, he was able to do something, unlike Antony. Man of the match would be Varane or Onana. I think Ten Hag, he's much better than what we saw yesterday. So, if you agree with my opinions, leave a like. If you don't agree with my opinions, still please leave a like. And thanks for watching.